Y'all look, I know I look rough. Don't judge me, but y'all like when I come on camera, okay? Tiffany Henyard, y'all know she's the mayor of Dalton. They was having a meeting in Thorn Township, and it was a big fight. Jedediah called her a bitch. He called her multiple bitches. And Tiffany Henyard boyfriend was like, hell no, I ain't going with that. So he mollywopped and jumped on Jedediah. Some dudes jumped on Jedediah. Tiffany Henyard, the mayor of Dalton and Thornton Township supervisor, jumped on Jedediah as well. So it was a lot of stuff going on at Thornton Township, the meeting. Now, mind you, Tiffany Henyard is a mayor. She is a politician. She is a Thornton Township supervisor. And she up in there fighting. And I'm like, this stuff don't make no doggone sense now. When y'all doing all that, Democrats, don't be surprised if a Republican win. Let me say it again. While y'all up there fighting and doing all that drama, when that white Republican run, don't get upset and don't get mad. Y'all know y'all don't supposed to be up there doing it. That's embarrassing. When you go to a Thornton Township meeting, you supposed to be going there for politics, not for no WWE brawl. I'm going to say it again. You go in the meeting, you're supposed to be seeing what the trustees are saying, and then it comes out that it's a whole WWE brawl. I mean, fight it down. It was embarrassing. I was embarrassed. I'm getting phone calls. I'm like, Wiley, what's going on? I'm getting texts. I'm like, it's embarrassing. Tiffany Henyard, and I took up for you. I took up for your black ass. But now I think that you should not win. Well, you're not going to be on Thornton Township. I took up for you. I took up for your ass because I was like, give her a chance. She's a young black woman. Give her a chance. But when I saw your ghetto, behind get up out of your seat and start throwing some punches, I say, no, you don't need to win. You don't need to win. Absolutely not. You don't need to win because you're just doing the ultimate most. You're doing the ultimate most. You do not need to win. I was embarrassed. I'm sitting here and I'm like, what in the world is going on? Why is they doing this? Why is they doing this? And see, that was a crash out right there. If people go do videos about that, if Storm Monroe go do videos about that, that was a whole crash out. This supposed to be a whole politician. Where they videos at? Is Armand Wiggins gonna go live and put it on members only and talk about that? That was a whole crash out, and that was a mayor. And these people be up there talking about, I ain't got no mental illness, ain't nothing wrong with me, I ain't got no bipolar, I ain't got no schizophrenic, I'm fine, I'm good, I'm this, I'm that. And you get into this whole broad. But where them videos at? That was a whole crash out. It was embarrassing. Them Republicans probably said, now we see some blood in the water, now we can run and go after that seat. That was embarrassing. That was embarrassing. It's good to see all the way here. It's so good to see you, Daily Dose of Jazz. It's good to see you. Good to see when y'all come up in here and like the video. When y'all like the video, I was like, wait a minute. Just boom, boom, big punch. And I'm like throwing stuff. And I knew it was going to be on the news because they've been talking about Tiffany Henyard forever. Now, let me break it down to y'all. Jedediah get on the mic. He get on the mic. He started calling Tiffany Henyard a bitch. Saying she a bitch. She not a good mother. He get off the mic. He sit down. He tried to sit down. Tiffany Henyard boyfriend throw the first punch. And then Tiffany Henyard, she get up in her wig and she started fighting. It's all on the video. And I'm like, wow. And at about 5:30, Jedediah and Jamal Green is going to be on the Shade Room. They're going to be doing an interview. Pretty soon. Hey, y'all, they're going to be doing an interview. So she could have just sat down. You don't get up and you start fighting and you a mayor and to jump on Jedediah. Was Jedediah wrong for calling Tiffany Henyard a bitch? Yeah, he was wrong. He don't supposed to be calling her no bitch. You don't supposed to be calling the woman a bitch. Even if they act like one, you don't supposed to be calling them that. Especially if you're in a political, that's not good decorum. Did I say it right? That's not good decorum. Y'all could have took that outside. That was embarrassing. When I saw that, I was embarrassed. Share, thumbs up the video. I need y'all to thumbs up this video. Is Wiley having a crash out? No, I'm not having a crash out. I'm just doing a video. Don't mind me. We is good. We had gained our way back. We are in Madison. Only thing now we need is shelter. So if y'all want to donate to the fund for me to have shelter, long-term shelter, like we get in a place for like at least 30, like to rent out like an Airbnb or something like that, so we can get our numbers back up on YouTube. I need to be able to do my show without being distracted with having roommates coming in, you know, and all that type of stuff. Because when you're in a program, it's up to the program. So I'm trying to get out of the program and to get my own spot. So if you want to donate. I got a friend. He want to move to Las Vegas. I've been staying with Theo for a while, so and all that stuff. Y'all help me raise the money. So he's gonna get the apartment in his name, and we're gonna get a place together and everything. So I will let y'all know more about that. Well, I already just let y'all know about that. So if y'all want to contribute and say, hey, Wiley, this is the housing, you know, to help us out at Wiley Show 1990, because we definitely need your help. So we could do our show, because I need to be going live full time every day. Okay, I'm doing it right here in the room, and I'm like, please, do you gotta go somewhere? Do you gotta go to work today? So when he went out somewhere, I said, hold on, let me go out on the live and get on the live and stuff like that, because I don't want to be just doing all that loud talking and somebody sitting looking directly at me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be doing that. They started watching Our Baby. They were swinging hard. The TV almost fell down. You see that, Corby? I saw that. I'm like, what the world? I said, oh, y'all just gonna sit here and fight. Y'all gonna sit here and fight. Where my girl Tasha at? Y'all gonna sit here and fight right in front of her. And then the white folks, this is why I love white folks. White folks just sit there and say, this have nothing to do with us. We are just gonna mind our business. They just sitting here watching, and I'm appalled that it was all the niggas. It was all the niggas. Was fighting. Now one white person was fighting. All the niggas. Y'all don't supposed to be acting like that. We already got Trump in office. And then y'all can't talk about Trump because you got all them Democrats acting like niggas. I'm like, what the world is going on? Why y'all that fight like that? I'm like, oh. And I'm just watching. And I'm like, I couldn't believe it. Then people, Daniela Turner had sent me the video. I mean, said, did you hear about it? I'm like, girl, you're not even in my city. How you know about this? It just went viral. And people were just talking about it. I said, oh gosh, here we go. All the fights. And that's what I said, wow, this is crazy. They posted it everywhere, Tasha. Child, they posted it on Neighborhood Talk. Go check it out. It was on the Shade Room. It was everywhere. And and they said it to me. They had this to me and everything to make sure I got it. I said, I got it. I said, whoa. I was like, what the world is going on? I said, this is too much. This is too much. This is too much. And the good news is it's getting warmer in Vegas. So it's going to get warmer in Vegas. So I just have to walk outside and do some lives and stuff like that. And, you know, I'm going to walk outside, do some lives, and that may encourage y'all and stuff that we are going live. Encourage y'all that we are live. Thank you so very much, just to encourage y'all. Okay? Yeah, I'll send it to you on Instagram after I get done with this. Yeah, it'd be cold at night. It'd be cold. It's gonna be warming up and stuff, but it'd be cold at night. Like it's kind of like chilly now. It'd be cold. Like I'd have to blow my nose and stuff like that. Like, it'd be chilly. But I love y'all. Give me a second here. Okay. Did y'all see the fight? And I'm like, this is too much. Now, Tiffany Henyard, if you all do not know who Tiffany Henyard is, I'm going to break it down to you all because I interviewed her former chief of staff and I interviewed her ex-boyfriend on my show a while ago. I know some of y'all don't remember, but I interviewed. Even Jedediah was on my show too. If y'all do not know, Jedediah was on my show. And on my radio show years ago, Jamal Green was on my show. So if you all don't know who Tiffany Henyard is, Tiffany Henyard is the mayor of Dalton, and she also is the Thorn Township supervisor. So she has two positions. Dalton is not that far from Chicago. It's a south suburban area, and she's under investigation by the former mayor of Chicago, Lori Lightfoot. They found that Tiffany Henyard was misappropriating funds, wasn't doing the funds and stuff right, and all type of stuff. She was missing stuff that was going on and all of that. So it was a lot of stuff that she was doing not correct when it comes to the finances of Dalton, and also when it comes to the finance, I believe, of Thorn Township. So she is a politician. There's some mess going on. She was trying to run again to be Thorn Township supervisor, but they booted her off the ballot, and she's no longer on the ballot, and she's only on the ballot in Dalton. So they said it's a lot of stuff that she was going through as well, and all of the shows and stuff like that. And so it's a lot of stuff that she says she's going through. So we are definitely praying. And then also, speaking about the Vegas, we got one of my subscribers right here that said something about Vegas. Let's go right here. Yes, I heard that she misused funds to travel to Vegas. However, they had a large fight. Yes. And the situation in Vegas, her assistant was R-word by one of the trustees of Dalton. She was definitely R-word by one of the trustees in Dalton, and then she went to the police. She went to Tiffany Henyard and said, "Hey, this happened," and Tiffany Henyard said, "This will ruin me," and she put the lady on no paid leave, and then she eventually fired her assistant, and that was the one that was R-word by the Thorn Township supervisor. I'm sorry, by the not by the Dalton, by the Dalton trustee. So, it's a lot of stuff that's been going on with that. So I'm just letting y'all know how that goes. But yeah, but the fight itself that happened on yesterday or day before yesterday was definitely embarrassing. It was embarrassing all day long. It was embarrassing. The 199 super sticker, thank you, Black Lady Love. Definitely disrespectful to the people that was there, because somebody could have seriously got hurt. We could have had somebody seriously could have lost their life. You don't do that. You don't have these fights like this. Like, it's other ways to go around. If you disagree, and this is the thing, and I know this is gonna be controversial what I'm about to say, but Jedediah don't even stay at Thorn Township. Jedediah doesn't even stay in Thorn Township. So you bringing him on is only adding fire to the flame, because he don't even stay in Thorn Township. He don't. So you putting him, you literally putting him on into a position. You don't even say that. Then Jedediah, posted on there. I guess one of his friends lost their cell phone, and he was asking his people to give $900 for the cell phone. Like $900 to the cell phone. Let me see. Give me a second here. Let me check. He said he needed $900 for the cell phone because his friend lost his cell phone, and he was asking for $900 for a replacement of the phone. Wow. Her boyfriend started the fight because he disagreed with voting her out, so he swung on the guy who asked to vote him out. Yes, and then also her boyfriend is in charge of the at-risk youth, a program in charge of the at-risk youth, and they were saying that her boyfriend is doing something criminal with that. So the news is definitely reporting on it. Even if you all do not even stay in Chicago or Dalton or Thorn Township, you're hearing about it because they posted about it all in the media. They posted about it everywhere. Everywhere they're posting about it. Everywhere. They posted about it everywhere. So that's how that goes. So when I saw it, I said, oh my God, this is too much. Also, I'm going to drop the link if anybody want to come on to give their thoughts about Thorn Township, the whole fight that happened. You're more than welcome to come on. You can click on the link. You're more than welcome to come on. If you have something to say about that, if you have something to say, you can hit the link. And I would love to hear what you have to say about it. Most definitely. Give me a second. But I was also watching Diddy. Shout out to Tasha for allowing me to watch it. I was watching Diddy documentary. Now, this documentary that was on the ID channel went a little bit deeper than the one that was on Peacock. Diddy, they really the members of Danny Kane, one of the members of Danny Kane, really dragged him and said that he was abusive, and he told that Aubrey that she's good enough to F and all that. Oh, okay. Did you see how Jedediah ate the mayor elbow before the fight? Yes, I did. I did see that. I did see that. And then in the documentary with Diddy, really in depth, D Woods, thank you. D Woods was like saying all of the disrespectful things that Diddy was on to her and all the crazy stuff that was going on. They did interview Diddy's childhood friend, how he was dressed like a grown man, and all of this. And they was talking about how, Diddy, with the whole thing at City College, he had over promoted it and people had died. There was a lot of people that died from there. And I didn't even know nothing about the City College thing because, again, that was before my time. It was supposed to be this basketball game, this celebrity basketball game, and people got literally crushed to death. So a couple people that had lost their life at the City College out in New York. And he left there, and his publicist said to him, like, you just need to get good press to push down all the bad stuff. And he went around, started promoting. He worked as an intern at Uptown Records, and they was really just talking about how he was all this stuff. And there was one lady that really caught my eye, and she was talking about how at Howard University, Diddy had whooped a lady with a belt, beat her with a belt. The lady was screaming, and how she didn't understand how they gave, Diddy like an honorary doctorate at Howard University when he was abusive at Howard. And then also, they really got into the details about how he was abusive to Cassie, how he was abusive to Kim Porter, and how the security guard was talking about that situation, how he was just beat on these women and how the security would have to like break it up and all of that. Then the juicy part, I'm gonna say the juicy part of this, when they interviewed the assistant. When they interviewed the assistant, Diddy assistant, I said, bruh, he hit us to the head. He told us all, he showed us the text about the pills, about the baby oils, about the room. He talked about how it was so much baby oil in a tub, you could still smell it. Stains. I don't know if it was doo-doo stains or coochie stains on the couch or the little luggage there. He also talked about how he was forced, that Diddy's sister was forced to have sex with a female, and it looked like the assistant looked like he goes with men. But anyway, that's just my whole point. And the sister had it all with Diddy on the record, say, "Hey, I need y'all to come clean it up. It don't look fantastic," or something like that. But the assistant, when I tell you the assistant, he broke it down, told us everything that was really going on. Was the red light, how he had to take somebody home to the hotel, how they looked, and it was like the assistant, because they didn't interview the assistant in the other documentary, and I'm like, oh, okay, Tasha, you really putting me on to some good stuff. I was watching it all because like when Tasha said, hey, you can watch it, I was like, okay, I was let me take me submit some notes there. But Diddy, they were saying it all about how Diddy was doing all that crazy stuff, y'all. I'm like, OMG. And they said that Diddy became this monster. And he did. Yeah, the assistant did show his face. Yes, the assistant showed his face. Yeah, the assistant showed his face. Yeah, the assistant did show his face. Absolutely. He showed his face. And I'm just being real. I'm like, okay, look at this. This is like so much going on. But when y'all watch it, it's gonna bring tears to your eyes. And then also too, they had on the chef, the woman chef, she was talking about how she was under so much stress that the doctor said so much pressure on your heart that if you don't quit this stressful job, you will die. And then she must have told the other employees, and they was like, "Oh, that should be official. You are now officially like an employee of Diddy and all of that." And I'm like, now wait a minute. Um, what the world's going on? He was like so much pressure that he would put his employees under, and it was a lot. I think, and that's a good question that you asked. Do you still think he might get off? No, I don't think he's gonna get off. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I think Diddy did so much that he's gonna be guilty of some of them charges, if not all of them, some of them, because they got R. Kelly too. Remember? Oh, and speaking about the R. Kelly, so one of the girls on there that was dating Diddy said they was watching a documentary. They was watching the R. Kelly documentary, and Diddy said, everybody got a little R. Kelly in them. And I'm like, I ain't got no little pedophile in me. What the world? Diddy said to his girlfriend, because they was watching R. Kelly documentary. He said that we all got a little R. Kelly in us. No, we don't. I'm like, what the world is going on? Then they even talked about how the lady was shot at the club. They talked about that as well. She even got up there. They talked about that as well when she had got shot in the club and stuff. So yeah, that was a telltale sign with that. Definitely they talked about that as well. I'm like, uh-oh. That was too much. And the driver showed up to court and he said, I'm gonna show up to court. And he told the story, and then the driver, this is the first time we heard from the driver. So the ID channel, you could really tell that they really paid some good people to come on and do this documentary and stuff. And then the trial is coming up in May. And I would love to talk about the trial because we got to see what's going on with the whole Diddy situation. Definitely. Definitely. They say, wait, are you a Diddy fan? I don't want to be disrespectful to your feelings. I mean, he hasn't been tried yet. Girl, you didn't hurt my feelings. I don't condone anything. And no, he hasn't been tried, but I do believe, in my personal opinion on this show, I do believe that he will be found guilty. I do believe that. In my personal opinion. In my personal opinion. He threw Shiny under the bus. And he even wanted the driver to even take the gun charge. He wanted the driver. He said, listen, I'll give you this watch if you take the gun charge. So he was even trying to bribe people in that, but he was found not guilty on the shooting when he was with Jennifer Lopez. Okay? So that's just how that goes. So when I saw all that, I got all this tissue. When I saw all that on the documentary, I said, thank you, Tasha, for allowing me to watch this documentary, because I would never known that ID channel really got us talking. Yeah, I don't blame J-Lo, because that was too much. That was too much. And then I saw a video where Brandy said that she was never alone in the room with Diddy. And she was saying the reason why she was never alone because that she was such a fan, but she was never alone in the room with Diddy. They said that lady bitch said she saw Diddy shoot her. Yeah, said it right then and there. Said you're welcome as much as I pay for cable. Because I'm like, I was watching that. I was like, okay. I was watching that get my entire life. Get my entire life. I was watching that. I said, we gotta watch it. Absolutely. And I thank you all so much for riding with Wiley, for watching the show. I know our views have been down, but I know we're gonna get back to where we was at. More people gonna watch us. And I know we're gonna get back there. I'm gonna just try my best to go live every day. Now it's getting warmer. It's gonna get warmer outside, so I'll be able to walk outside and go live, which is a good thing. But I just want to thank you all. You all have been there for me from day one. So shout out to the producers, shout out to the members that have been showing so much love to the show and to people that say, hey, we believe in you. Thank you for that, Wayne X. Just hearing that. And it's just so good seeing y'all up on the show. And also, I do send my condolences to all of those people that lost their life in that plane crash. Did y'all hear about that? What up, hey, Carter? A plane crash. I'm looking like the plane hit a Black Hawk helicopter. I said, this don't sound right. What? How in the world can y'all collide when you got the air tower? How? I'm definitely sending my prayers, but some suspicious. I'm like, it's going on. I'm what? It's like the plane ran into the helicopter. If y'all don't know, and the plane just both of it just went down in the river, and they just pulling bodies out of the water. And I'm like, what in the world is going on? Putting bodies out of the water, and I'm like, this is a mess. Tasha said, I haven't been on social media all day because of work. I gotta go check it out. You didn't watch the news, Tasha? It was all up on the news. You probably was just not watching the news at all. You was deep in your work today. They said because the FAA has always been terribly understaffed, this isn't a surprise to me. Wow. And Trump made a statement. What did Trump say? Trump made a statement. Oh, let me see if I can find it. This why I need a laptop for real. Trump definitely made a statement. Donald Trump. Let me see what he said. I know he blamed it on DEI. The fallout DEI hires. I don't think the pilot. Okay, I'm gonna read it. Give me a second here. I'm gonna read it what he said because I think we should hear what the president had to say. So y'all bear with me here. Once that pull up on my end on this other device, I can read it here. He had it on the DEI. He blamed it on DEI. So it's far later on DEI hires. What do you think about Trump saying that the only pronouns U.S. accepted is male or female, nothing else? I agree. I agree. I agree. That is only male or female. I agree with the president on that. It's only two pronouns, male or female. Even in the Bible, it's only male or female. It ain't all this stuff. Well, what are you? Um, it's only two. It's only two genders. Come on. FAA is nearly all white men, almost all white men, almost all part of the U.S. are white men. No investigation has been completed, but he immediately blamed DEI and Democrats. Thank you, Boozy, for copying it for me because I ain't got my laptop, so I'm kind of like on there. At the news conference since the air crash collision over the Potomac River, President Donald Trump implied Thursday that diversity, equity, and inclusion programs could be the cause. Although an investigation into the fatal disaster has only just begun, quote, we have to have our smartest people as air traffic controllers, Trump said Thursday morning. It doesn't matter what they look like, how they speak, or who they are. They have to be talented, nationally talented geniuses. Can't have regular people doing their job. We can't have regular people doing this job. They won't be able to do it, but we'll restore faith in American air travel. Trump spent a considerable amount of time discussing the Federal Aviation Administration DI initiatives, particularly under President Joe Biden and Barack Obama. He cited that the FAA acknowledged of the underemployment of employees with disabilities. A week before he took office, Trump said the FAA website said people with severe disabilities are the most underrepresented segment of the workforce, and they want them to be air traffic controllers. I don't think so. Later Thursday, a White House memo said that the Biden administration recruited individuals with severe intellectual disability in the FAA under diversity, equity, and inclusion hiring. Timothy Shiver, chairman of the board of the Special Olympics and Sports Organization for People with Disabilities, said on Instagram that to our knowledge, no person with profound intellectual disability are employed as air traffic controllers in the U.S. or elsewhere. Trump also rallied against former Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, who served under Biden, calling him a disaster. But under question from reporters, Trump stopped short of outright blaming the program's mid-air collision Wednesday night. It just could have been, Trump said, when he was asked whether he believed the crash was the result of diversity hiring. Trump went on to attack Obama and Biden administration, saying they lowered their requirements for air traffic controllers in the service of DEI. Quote, their policy was horrible, and their politics that was even worse, he said. Quote, a group within the FAA determined that the workforce was too white and that they had to concentrate efforts to get the administration to change and to change it immediately, he added. This was in the Obama administration. Quote, we have only the highest standards for those who work in our aviation system, Trump said. An American Eagle flight from Kansas with 60 passengers and 4 crew members aboard collided mid-air with an Army helicopter with 3 people on board near the Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport on Wednesday night. Trump confirmed that there were no survivors. Defense Secretary Pete, who recently sworn in, said the incident occurred during a routine annual Army retraining night flights on a standard corridor for a continuity of government mission. The military does dangerous things and does routine things on a regular basis. Tragically, last night a mistake was made. On his second day in office, Trump issued an executive order to wipe out DEI programs throughout the federal government, including at the FAA. He said the order was very powerful and restoring the highest standard of air traffic controllers. On Thursday, reporters asked him whether he was getting ahead in the investigation into the crash by claiming DI and incentives were connected. Trump responded simply, I have common sense, okay? Wow. So it's a lot that he's blaming on the DEI. Wow, 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 wow. He blaming on DEI, y'all. Do y'all agree? Do y'all agree with that? He said the people with disabilities that's working in them towers, intellectual disabilities working in them towers. That Bougie Barbie said he isn't mentioning how the FAA asked him for more funding, but he cut funding to them in his first administration. Wow, wow, wow. They need to fund that because that's very important. Like we can't be having planes colliding with helicopters and stuff. That's the incident on the towers because they supposed the air traffic controller supposed to be like it's just say different routes, everything supposed to be connected. Like that shouldn't be. All the people that lost their life. Wow. It said we can't agree. There has no investigation completed. He doesn't know. Yeah, because the investigation have not been put out yet. Reed is a former Army helicopter pilot who was a DI consultant, told NBC News he was taken aback by Trump comments. To say those things that have no bearing on the facts or lack of credible information is just jarring. Who is said Kim brought who is black while families are grieving to turn this into an attack on DI is disturbing. The lack of empathy, the lack of decorum, using profanity at a press conference and to politicize a tragedy is really unconscionable. The statement to NBC News, NAACP President Derek Johnson said Trump used the news conference to play politics, adding he was disgusted by the president's words. The president had made his decision to put politics over people abruptly clear as he used the highest office in the land to solve hatred rooted in falsehood instead of providing us with leadership we need and deserve. About the emergency response from Washington, Maryland, and Virginia personnel, Johnson said, we are proud to see thousands of first responders in the DMV region unified to support the enormous recovery efforts taking place on the Potomac. Later during the news conference, Trump seemed to absolve air traffic controllers, saying that the helicopter was obviously in the wrong place and at the wrong time. As he spoke with the media later Thursday afternoon, Trump tempered his comments, saying DEI may have contributed to the crash. I don't know the incompetence that may have played a role. Well, we'll let you know that, but we want the most competent people. We don't care what race they are. We want the most competent people, especially in those positions. However, However, the White House memo about the collision paired what happened with DI and incentives in previous administration. On my second day in office, it reads, I order an immediate return to merit-based recruitment, hiring, promotions, elevating safety and ability as a paramount standard. Yesterday, devastating accident tragically underscored the need to elevate the safety and the competence as a priority of the FAA. The White House posted Thursday on X in defense of Trump administration air traffic control policy. In 2018, the Trump administration announced it would do away with Obama tests that punish skilled applicants, the Post said. FAS announced in a statement in April 2019 during Trump's first term in office that the Office of Civil Rights will look for specific opportunity for people with targeted disabilities and will enroll up to 20 people in its aviation development program. The candidates in those programs receive the same rigorous consideration in terms of aptitude, medical, security qualifications as individuals considered for a standard public opinion opening for an air traffic controller jobs, an FAA said. So they're trying to blame it all on people. Look like they're going out to people with disabilities. Look like they say that air traffic control is one of the most stressful jobs anywhere. There are air traffic system failures all the time. Who are these people we're talking about? We're talking about the FAA, the people in the tower. When you go to the airport, you see the people in them towers. They be like, "Oh, okay, it's clear to land. It's clear for takeoff." Blah blah blah. Or they tell what route to take, how high, how low, when you can land, if you can land. That's what we're talking about. He was in the wrong to assign blame over the condolences to the family. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. We talk about the plane crash that happened earlier today and the president's comments about it. So if you all do not know that it was a plane crash. That's what we're talking about. And also, if you want to be notified when I go live, I can put that on here. Hey. If you want to be notified when I go live, you can just text this number. Give me a second. Let me put this number in here. So if you want to be notified when I go live, you can text that number. That's the number that you can text. Yes, definitely say your prayers. Say your prayers. Definitely say your prayers. Say your prayers, say your prayers, say your prayers. Because that was a lot. All right, y'all. Bringing this video to a close. Okay, I'm done with that. Put the number down off there. Is there something else that y'all want my comments on that I haven't discussed? Let me know. And I will definitely give my little 2 cents on there. They said Trump just getting started. Trump will be in there for the 4 years. Trump will be in there for 4 years. For 4 years, y'all got him in there. All right. Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. Thank you all for tuning into the show, and I will see y'all in the next episode. Love you all. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Make sure y'all thumbs up and share the video. Peace.